everybody, and welcome to the Building Excellence Podcast. This podcast is a place where leaders come and share any wisdom or nuggets that they have to help you be successful in some specific area of your life. Right now, we're in a season of leadership on this podcast, and today I am very excited to introduce this particular idea: how to be unsuccessful. Okay. So this is not a podcast about how to be successful. This is a podcast about how to be unsuccessful. This will be several podcasts that's going to talk about this. Today's kind of part one. So let me just dive in, okay? In order for us to start this podcast about how to be unsuccessful, I think we got to agree on what success is so you can learn how to not have that success, right? So here's how I would define success. Success is defined as the achievement of purpose, okay? It's a life driven by purpose and intentionality that leads to a lasting sense of fulfillment, rather than leading a life that's all about meeting some goal or attaining some material wealth. In order for you to achieve this purpose, to achieve this lasting fulfillment, this is also comes with an idea that it's going to take an exceptional amount of personal growth. It's going to take an exceptional amount of faith, and also an exceptional amount of leadership growth. But that's how I would define success. So now I want to re-ask that question: how do I be unsuccessful? How do I live a life that's not about the achievement of purpose? How do I live a life that's not about living a life that's intentional about achieving my purpose and living with this lasting sense of fulfillment? Well, let me tell you, this is going to be the first thing I would say. If you're trying to be unsuccessful, if you're trying not to have a life like that, then this is what I would tell you to do: to be fake, to be phony. That's a really quick way to be unsuccessful. To go chase somebody else's dream, to go and be somebody that you're not. I know it sounds like crazy, or it sounds like, no, never me, but let's just be honest. I think we've all admired greatness, okay? And it's very easy for admiration to slip into idolatry. It's very easy for admiration to slip into the comparison game. It's very easy for us to think this: how do I get as many followers that they have? How do I become as famous as they are? How do I be as pretty as she is? How do I be as popular as he is? How do I be as cool as they are? How do I help as many people as possible like my photos, like my pictures, and I'm only valuable if I get as many likes as she does? Guys, I think we've all have felt that. I think we would be lying to ourselves if at some point in our life we didn't fall victim to the comparison game of, am I valuable? Am I good? Am I worthy? Am I somebody who's important because of something that I'm looking at, someone I'm looking at, or maybe something I've experienced? And I tell you this, it's very easy for us to feel that and then set our life's compass to go and achieve it. It's so easy to say, you know what? I love everything I'm seeing on social media. I like that blogger. I like how everybody's liking her. I like how all the boys and girls are liking them. And so because of that, I'm going to set my life's compass to go do that. And I'm telling you right now, that's a quick way to be unsuccessful, is to go and be somebody that you're not. To go and set your compass based off of somebody else's success. Okay? There's something I need everybody to understand. And that is, every one of us have gifts and talents and passions to do exactly what God created us to do. Okay? It's very important for us all to understand that in order for you to be successful, you got to be the best you can be. That your mission is very different than his mission. That your mission is very different than her mission. There's always going to be somebody with different gifts and different talents that are going to be better than you at being somebody that you're not. Okay? They're going to be really good at being them. So don't change who you are to go be a really bad version of them. How about you be the best you that you can be? How about you understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made? How about you were bought with a price? How about that God has planned good works in advance for you to do? And that is where your fulfillment lies. That's where your purpose and destiny lies. So set your compass on that. And while we do that, let's celebrate everybody else that's being the best version of them. I actually want everybody to do well, to do good. I want you to answer this question. Do you genuinely want everybody to be successful at achieving their purpose and destiny and finding fulfillment in that? I think you would be like me, that you could easily say, yeah, sure. But sometimes, do you wish that some people weren't successful? Do you wish sometimes that some people don't do good in certain areas? And my question is why? If you ever feel that, I felt it. And whenever I feel that, I had to ask myself, why? Why is because I was falling victim to the comparison game. I was falling victim to jealousy of like, I don't want them to do good because I want to do good. Listen, there's enough good for everybody. Hear that? Ain't no limit on good. Like good ain't gonna run out. I don't know why that's funny to me. Because sometimes we feel that. We feel that somebody gonna hand out all the good. So we wanna somehow hold and wish somebody else don't do good so there'll be enough good for us. I think that's that what is that? That's that fear of things are gonna run out. The fear that uh a matter of fact, somebody called it scarcity. They described that to me. Somebody was speaking into my life and said, Dwayne, you have a scarcity mindset. I said, why is that? He said, because for some reason you are believing that there's not enough people out there that you want to withhold some of information that you have. It's like, no, man, share that stuff freely because you're going to be good because you're feeling your purpose and your nugget's going to help somebody else. And honestly, from that point forward, I began to share everything freely. If I got something to give, you're going to have it. Okay. Why? Because I want you to be the best you can be. Okay. There's enough good to go around. Amen. So listen, how to be unsuccessful. Well, let me tell you, be somebody you're not. Be a fake. Be a phony. Set your compass on somebody else's purpose or somebody else's destiny. Go and chase after being them instead of chasing how you can be your best you. That would be number one. All right, let me go to another one. All right. How can I be unsuccessful? Here's another one. You can be unsuccessful by living a life of shortcuts. Mm. You will be very unsuccessful if you just commit your life to shortcuts. Living a life that with the idea and the thinking that the rules don't apply to you, that you can microwave success, that you can go from nothing to great without paying the price. No, I'll tell you right now, that's going to lead you to a quick exit to success and sometimes end you up in jail, lonely, without friends, exposed. If you want to be unsuccessful, commit your life to shortcuts, believing the rules don't apply, believing that you can speed your way through going from good to great or from normal to great. For those who are passionate about being successful, I think it's very important that we embrace every step, that we embrace every season, and that we embrace the journey. Like God orders steps, He orders seasons of life. And I believe in every step, And in every season, God is pruning us. He's tearing off the things that isn't going to produce fruit so you can produce more fruit in the future. I believe that every step and every season, God is preparing us for what's next. What good is a gift given too soon? What good is me blessing my kid with a car at the age of 10? It's a good gift, but he's not ready for it. His maturity isn't ready for it. His character isn't ready for it. His integrity isn't ready for it. All that would lead would be to a fast track to a wrecked life. And I believe that that's a choice that many of us have every single day. Today, is this going to be a day where I take a shortcut? Is this going to be a day that I try to speed my way to success? Remember, success is all about achieving your purpose. It's living a life built on intentionality that leads to a lasting fulfillment because you are focused on your purpose. So, part of doing that, if you're trying to be successful, then you got to be a person that says, you know what? I'm going to enjoy every breath. I'm going to enjoy every moment. I'm going to slow down and enjoy the life that God has given me right now today. I'm not going to wait until I attain this or attain that because that's not my goal. My goal is a life built on purpose and intentionality. And so if that's the case, then in this step, this is a person I'm supposed to connect with. In this season, this is a person I'm supposed to talk to. If you have children, in this season, this is when I'm supposed to be spending time with them. In this season, I'm supposed to be building lasting moments, lasting memories. Do not fast forward through the minutes that you have on this planet. Do not fast forward through the breaths that we have. Every time we breathe in and breathe out, that's one less breath we have. Let's not waste any of them trying to be somebody we're not, trying to fast forward to attain this goal or to attain this wealth. Let's enjoy the people that we have in this season. Let's enjoy our spouse. Let's enjoy our children. At the same time, let's go ahead and enjoy the work that's in front of us. Whatever work that we're supposed to do with our hands or our minds or our bodies, whatever season that we have that we're supposed to produce fruit work-wise, yeah, enjoy that too. It may not be the thing that you think you're going to do for the rest of your life. But if you're in that season, that means it's teaching you something. That means there's something in your character that needs to be honed. There's something in your people skills, your integrity. There could be a relationship that's being prepared for you right now in this season that you're going to need in the next. I can't count the number of relationships that God was preparing for me 20 years ago. And I am so grateful that I didn't speed past them. I am so grateful that I wasn't somebody that was more focused on goals than I was focused on people. Understand that is so important if we want to be successful, that we embrace the steps, the seasons, and the journey, that we don't speed through it. We enjoy our breaths. We make as many moments as we can. And along the way, let's make people, as many people as we can, feel valued, feel loved, and help them achieve their purpose as well. Because you never know who God is going to be using in the future, that he's actually preparing that relationship right now. Okay, how to be unsuccessful? Shoot. Believe in shortcuts. Believe you can microwave your way to success. All right, here's the final one for today. We'll continue this idea of how to be unsuccessful. Here's the final one. How to be unsuccessful? Be a know-it-all. Be a know-it-all. Be a person that believes, I got all the answers. Anything you ask, I got it. I know it. Your perspective don't matter. Be a know-it-all. Be a person that doesn't need anybody. Listen, success is something that takes people. Success is something that takes the Lord. And if you're somebody that believes I don't need anybody, you're somebody who's a know-it-all, then what you're saying is, I actually believe that I can be successful without God and without people. Well, if your definition of success means being lonely, then you might achieve that. I just know that success for me, that has nothing to do with loneliness. Mm-mm. Again, success is about attaining my purpose, attaining my destiny. And I know that my purpose isn't to live life alone. So I don't want to be a person that is unsuccessful. I want to be a person that is successful. And what that means is I actually got to be a person that values people. I got to genuinely value them. I got to genuinely value their gifts, their talents, their journey, their purpose. I got to genuinely actually understand that I have weaknesses. And I got to be passionate about learning what those weaknesses are. I got to learn what those weaknesses are so that I can know what to rely on God for. If I was a know it all, then that means that I'm God. I mean, I know how to create this planet, I know how to cure every disease. My name is above every name. And I just know that isn't the truth. I know there will be mountains I can't climb. I know there'll be problems I can't solve. And I know that if I'm going to achieve my purpose and destiny, there'll be miracles that I can't make. I do believe that my purpose and destiny relies on God moving. It relies on God doing the impossible. And you know what? It also relies on people. It relies on God putting people in my life that are gifted and talented in the areas that I am not, and for us to have a collective purpose and destiny together, and for us to come together, agree together to go and accomplish our purposes together. So, really, what that means is that part of my purpose actually is similar to other people. We actually got a collective purpose. There's some things I'm supposed to do by myself, and that's my solo purpose. But there are also some things I'm supposed to do with other people. And that's my collective purpose. That's where some of our lives overlap. So again, if you want to be successful, you got to understand that you need God and you need people. It takes a surrender and commitment of your gifts and talents, an obedience of your gifts and talents, at the same time, a dependence on the Lord to do what he does, and also dependence on other people to do what they do. And collectively, we all can achieve our purpose, our destiny, have that long lasting sense of fulfillment that we call success. So, how do you be unsuccessful? Don't need people. Be a lone ranger. Be a know it all. That's how you can be unsuccessful. Very lonely. And I would say hit a lot of roadblocks that you can't climb alone. And then you just have to eat that humble pie of asking for help for a moment. I hope we all commit to being successful. Commit to living life with dependence on the Lord, and a life depending on other people. It takes vulnerability, but I think vulnerability is a part of being successful. Well, y'all, thank y'all again for being a part of this episode of Building Excellence. We will continue this idea of how to be unsuccessful. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it blessed you. I know this journey has blessed me. All right, talk to you soon.